Hey Parker, it's July 8th. So congrats on becoming a minister. That's actually a pretty cool accomplishment. Today's video is going to be, as the title suggests, Denny's 7 writing tips. I came up with these because I'm doing Camp Nanowrimo, which is like normal Nanowrimo where you write 50,000 words in 1 month, but you do it in like the summer months, hence camp. I am on track. It's been quite an accomplishment actually being on track because I usually get distracted and don't end up on track at all. But here's 7 things I do to help actually write. So I'm gonna be like putting them out there for the internet for anyone to use because they're not original at all. I think they're pretty dang common, but they're what I use. Tip number 1, make a playlist relevant to the character or the scene or the story, and it really helps you get into the mood and write the way you want to write. Tip number 2, one thing I really like is I really like to use Pinterest and Tumblr to create like blogs and like collages of like aesthetics and like imagery that like I can describe. And again, this is like another thing to like get me in the mood to write. So those are 2 things that can help you set the mood for your story. Now, what about actually getting into the writing? One thing I need to do before I start doing anything is I like to get a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or like whatever drink I prefer and like maybe a snack. Because that way you can't stop yourself from writing and be like, oh no, I need a cup of tea, I need some caffeine to get me going. No, you have your caffeine right next to you, so you don't have that excuse. Don't wait for inspiration. If you wait for inspiration to strike, you won't get into the habit of being able to write all the time. If you wait only to write when you feel like you can write, to feel like, you know, everything's prime and like, it's like those scenes in the movies when like when like the hacker is like seeing all the numbers and codes go into place. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen. It's not gonna happen if you just gotta sit down and don't wait for inspiration. Next up, write even if you think it sucks. No matter how bad your writing is, no one else has to see it. Write. Just get into writing. You can't write well without practice. No matter how badly it sucks, it's your writing, so that makes it pretty dang awesome. Don't worry about making sense. That's what editing is for. Don't worry about that. Just write. That's all fixed in editing. And finally, in the end, just sit down, make yourself write. Open up that word processor and write something. It doesn't matter what it is. Just start writing and you'll eventually get it. There's some really awesome programs that you can use that like block certain websites. Like you can block Tumblr and YouTube for a certain period of time, so like you can actually get some writing done. There's also the convenient trick people have told me of just turning off your internet router until you hit your goal of the day. In the end, the key to writing is just sitting down and writing. That's it. That's what you have to do. It doesn't matter. I know it's tempting to like be like, well, I gotta check Tumblr first, I gotta check Twitter first, I gotta check Instagram first. No, open up your word processor and write. That is the only way you're gonna get it done. So Parker, that is my motivational speech to myself for going through NaNoWriMo, and maybe you found these tips helpful. They're pretty common tips, so I don't know, but maybe someone can get some use out of them somewhere. I'll see you tomorrow. DFTBA. Stay super. Bye.